half of your viewers? Oh my goodness. So I'm sure many of you guys are aware of this, but the Nielsen reports came out, for all of TV, and MSNBC has lost nearly half their audience post-election. Now, here's the thing. I would argue a good chunk of that is due to Morning Joe's little stunt of meeting with Trump, right? And then trying to come out and say, oh, why wouldn't we meet with Trump? Of course we're going to meet with Trump.
And then he says that the news network that is most critical of him should be taken off the air. This is not a reach. I could go back and talk about Nazi Germany, and I do it without any concerns whatsoever. And if people can't start drawing the parallels, well, you're just stupid, or you have your head in the sand, or you're one of them.
Over the past week, Joe and I have heard from so many people. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump.
That we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and we told him so.
What we did agree on was to restart communications.
You want me to kiss your... That's right, apologize.
And I would think that would rub off a lot of people the wrong way, because going into the next 4 years, we don't need people who are going to bend the knee to this administration. We don't need people who are going to try to buddy up and, do favors and stuff like that, because there's already an entire network of people doing that. Fox News, Newsmax, OAN, the list goes on. They already have their infrastructure. What is going to be needed are news station pundits, people who are actually going to tell the truth about what's going on. Because we already know they're going to try and skew it and say, oh, it's the best thing ever. Okay, this is the greatest thing. The tariffs are going to do everything, okay? The prices is not because of me, it's because of Biden. Biden did that. That's what's going to happen. So we don't need people who are going, to be like, well, you know what? Maybe that is because of Biden. Does the president have, a point in making that sense? That's not what people are going to need, okay? It's because that's not going to help during the midterms, and it's not going to help during 2028. And I think a lot of people are in fear of getting that, of having this hard right and then having light right, which would be the MSNBC. And that is not going to go over at all. It's not going to go over at all. It's not going to go over well, as we can see by the viewership. If the Morning Joe show is willing to come out and say that, how many people do you think have done that and just haven't come out and said it? How many like side and back end deals are being made, in the next 4 years, and it's going to impact the coverage. And that's only going to hurt, the integrity of news overall, but also these stations. It's going to cripple them. But nevertheless, there are other articles who are trying to blame, Rachel Maddow. Now, I don't watch her, bro. The only way I know her is by, the people on right calling her Rachel Mad Cow. Now, that's the only way I know her. But apparently, she lost to Bob's Burgers and Family Guy. Now, listen, I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. She's allegedly making 25 mil, 5 million down from what she was originally making. If you're making that type of money and you can't even compete with Bob's Burgers and Family Guy, if you do not miss me with this nonsense, okay, if you don't, what are they doing? You can't compete with Bob's Burgers and Family Guy? You got beat out by Bob? No, she needs to be off. She needs to be off. I mean, she's no Sean Hannity, so I don't even know why people have her on. I think they need to euthanize the place, respectfully. I really do. I think a lot of these liberal stations, if we can have Rachel Maddow, but then y'all boot Don Lemon, but keep her, something's wrong here, okay? Y'all making piss poor decisions, and it's impacting your ratings, which is going to impact your dollar. Long story short, do I think this is going to be the new the new standard for MSNBC? No. Do I think this is going to be the new standard for CNN? Because I know their ratings went down. No, because Trump is good for business. That's it. Trump is good for business. I don't care how you like it, because he is such a polarizing person that there is no in between with him. Either you're like, nah, I ain't voting for him, or you're like, hell yeah, I'm voting for him. There is no middle factor, and even for those who are, right? Even for those who are, make up the gray and make up the independents and the centrists. There's not many of them. Okay, there's not many of them. Whether you like it or not, they usually either bend right or bend left. Okay, they lean right or lean left. All of this, well, I just wanted to choose the candidate who Stop it. Messing with that nonsense. We can look at your voting record and probably choose and probably see who you're probably going to choose based off your pattern. So I don't want to hear that. But nevertheless, he's going to be good for business. He is. He's going to be good for the right because the right is going to say, hey, he's changing the country. He's doing everything that he promised. He built the wall. He deported the illegals. Inflation's down. They're going to be saying that regardless if it's happening or not. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be saying that regardless. They have their marching orders just like everyone else. And that's what they're going to do. CNN, this is the time for you to be the counter, right? For you to be what they call it, the resistance and all that goofy nonsense. How about don't be resistance? How about be the truth? How about that? In an era filled with lies, the resistance is in fact truth. So instead of labeling yourself as a resistance and all that, I know that sounds cool. You all give yourself a pat on the back. Be the truth. That's it. You don't even need to do much. If you believe he's going to say lie after lie after lie after lie, then fine. Then there's no need to be, to label yourself as resistant. Just be the truth. That's what you should focus on, okay? Truth to power. And I think a lot of these anchors aren't doing that. Either they lost their edge or, they never had to begin with. Maybe, I mean, damn. And I think they should put some new blood on them, put some new faces. I mean, Fox News, heck, I don't even recognize half of the people during Trump's administration up until now. It's a new administration for Trump, and it's a new administration for Fox News. So I think that should be happening. That the people who are bringing the ratings, which is very few, especially on CNN, I'm not CNN, MSNBC, that they should be, they should be boosted. And those that aren't, I'm sorry, you got to go. It's as simple as that. But I absolutely believe that all stations are going to benefit, even MSNBC. Okay, even MSNBC, their ratings are going to go up with CNN and the rest of them because, as I said, Trump is going to say some crazy stuff. He's going to do some outlandish things. We see his cabinet picks. You already know that is going to be bountiful freaking news. You already know. I can already imagine the videos are going to come out with Dr. Oz, freaking Fox News host. What were we talking about? I don't even recall the goofies that he hired, bruh. What are we talking about? The WWE, right? Vivek and Elon Musk. Bruh, we already know there's going to be 24/7 news coverage. All they have to do right now is survive until January. Survive! And I'm sure it's going to skyrocket because it's going to be foolishness, okay? You hire a clown, expect a circus. It's as simple as that. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe Lucas. No, they're bad. The Raiders are horrible. It's not going to recover. Trump's not going to help them. We've lost them, okay? They've gone to the right instead of staying towards the left, and it's done for them. Or if you haven't believed, you know what? I hear you. I think it's absolutely hysterical that the right is moving more left and the left is moving more right. And it seems like they're both going to the center. That's what it seems like. But I don't think this is going to negatively impact them. I don't think this is, a pattern that we can see, it's going to, it's done for, the news networks. No, I think Trump is going to revitalize all of that with his foolishness. Whether, good or bad, that's what's going to happen. I expect that to happen just as it did in 2016. Maybe to a lesser degree. But I think the ratings are definitely going to skyrocket. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Friday to Sunday, Disagreement Day. There'll be a number you can call in, and we'll duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. And subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. The best thing ever. Okay, these are the greatest thing. The terrorists are going to do everything, okay?